Somebody call the law. Somebody call the law. It got to be illegal for me to be so wrong.
What up, though? Heist man, the folk talk that talk, ghetto news and opinions. Man, welcome to episode 40 of Last Week on Earth. This is the show where I come to, by myself and talk about the things I talked about last week. Everything that happened last week on Earth. I go live on Friday nights at 9 p.m. talking about these certain things right here we're going to talk about tonight. But I do it with my co-host on Friday. On Mondays, I do by myself so I can push my own agenda and push my own narratives. My co-hosts, they have their own mind of their own. They think they smarter than me. So I let them say what they want to say on Fridays. But Mondays is my day where I get to take everything they said and use it as my own. Like I made it up. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into these topics, man. Let's talk about everything that happened last week on Earth. For starters, we're going to talk about parasailing. This woman right here, 19-year-old model named Tijana. I ain't going to lie. I can't pronounce Shorty's last name, man. Tijana Radonjic, something like that, man. She's a model, though, from, what do you call this place? I think she's from Serbia. But what happened was she was on a parasail, and she wound up unbuckling herself and falling to her death 160 feet in the air. A lot of people said that she had a panic attack, and that's why she jumped up out of there. Cause it's video footage of her unbuckling herself and jumping out of that thing. And she passed away, man. R.I.P. to her. I don't really have no details about it, except y'all be careful, man. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all be mentally prepared, cause you never know what's going on, man. She was up there 160 feet in the air, and she had a panic attack. That's what they saying. I don't know what the symptoms of a panic attack is, but you can see his footage of her unbuckling and jumping out. R.I.P. to her, 19 years old. That happened last week on Earth. This right here, I thought this is a Wu-Tang skit when I first heard about this. This dude right here, him and 3 other men, they're in trouble for kidnapping and torturing a trafficker. And what they did to him is they poured hot sauce inside of his eye and his anus. That's nasty work, man. Some people calling it the Law and Order Special Diddy Unit. If you do something like that, man, you're a wild boy, man. You take a trafficker and put hot sauce in his eyes and his anus. It's nasty work. But that also happened last week on Earth. R.I.P. John Redcorn. John Redcorn, a.k.a. Jonathan Joss. Jonathan Joss, this dude right here. He did the voice of John Redcorn. He was shot and killed by his neighbor. The neighbor is at the bottom down here. And a lot of people are calling it a hate crime. Because he had beef with that man, I don't know. They got the King of the Hill reunion. Not reunion, but the King of the Hill reboot about to come up. And John Redcorn might be a part of it, or he might not. I think he did some voice acting before he passed away for this. But, they try to say this is a hate crime. I don't know if it is or not. John Redcorn was a gay man. Him and his husband, wife, whatever this is, they call themselves or identify as. I don't want to disrespect nobody, but the neighbor killed him, and they say he was using racial epithets and racial slurs before he killed him. And my question was that a hate crime just because he was using those words? Did he kill him because of that, or he killed him, he used that word? So that's what I'm saying. Do we know it's a hate crime or not? I don't know, man, but R.I.P. John Redcorn. That happened last week on Earth. The parallels of life. This is a crazy story right here when I heard about this, man. This dude right here, he shot and killed this woman in the glasses down here at the bottom with a straight bullet. This dude up here with the glasses on, 2 of his friends, they shot up a car. Somebody was hollering at his girlfriend, or one of his friends' girlfriend, the dude up here. Somebody tried to make a pass at her. So him and his friends came back and shot up that dude's car. But what happened was a stray bullet went through the window and hit this lady while she was sitting there sewing in her house. Hit her in the head, man. R.I.P. to her. Crazy part about it, that's her daughter up there. Her daughter's an Olympic athlete. And the time she was getting shot in the head by a straight bullet, her daughter had left her to go do a competition. And I think she's an Olympic athlete, but she went to do a competition for shooting. That's crazy, man. So while your mama getting shot in the head, you in another country shooting your gun too. It's nasty work, man. It's the parallels of life, though. But yeah, that happened last week on Earth. R.I.P. to that woman sitting at home, minding her own business, and a bullet come through the window and bust in the head. Yeah. Nasty work. That happened last week on Earth, though. The Milk Navy. That's what I call this. The Milk Navy. Harvey Milk. He is a gay pioneer. He did some things. I don't know. He a politician. I think he was running for San Francisco, I believe, or something. But they naming a Navy warship after him. And this dude right here, I don't know his name, but he looked like he don't like it. And he don't like it. So he trying to stop Harvey Milk from getting a ship named after him. That's nasty work, man. Harvey Milk did his time, man. He served he served our country in the Navy. And he's he did something. He did something great. His name's still out here ringing bells. I think he got assassinated, but he was a outspoken, out the closet gay man running for senator or Congress or something out there, and he wound up getting murked. But he was gay, and his name was Milk, Harvey Milk. So, and he getting a warship named after him. Big shout out to him. This is Pride Month right now that we in, so I think that's what they waited to do it. They could have did it last month. They could have do it next month, but they chose this month, and that's all the attention to it. And that's why this dude right here is I think it's Hedgegate or something like that. I think he the new dude Trump put in office to run something military, something. I don't know these people, man. I just know he look mean. He don't want to be a part of the Milk Navy. But that happened last week on Earth. Yo, a fade for the braids. Somebody gonna have to catch a fade for these braids right here, man. This right here is Cardi B and her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or breaking up partner she with, what's his name? Offset. But it's their baby. And she now is messing with or involved with this dude named Stephon Diggs. She got that man's child hairstyle just like her ex-boyfriend. I think she doing too much, man. I think I ought to catch a fade for the braids, man. Offset put out a tweet, said, now, when somebody die for playing with my son, then call me a crash out. You see? I understand that, man. This could mean you broke up, don't mean you can have my son out there getting braids like the next dude. You went out there and did that on purpose. And I see if that was his stepdaddy, he been cool and he loved his stepdaddy and he be watching his stepdaddy play football games and they just started going together. They started messing with each other. Matter of fact, when he was playing, they wasn't even together when they was playing. You know what I mean? Like, they wasn't together last season. So he didn't even get to see that man play last year. We might have seen him play, but he didn't know it, you know? They wasn't together back then, last season. They got together in the off season. So they ain't your best friend, dude. So don't be wearing no break. I be mad, yeah. She wrong for that, man. But that happened last week on Earth. I digress. What else happened last week on Earth? Right here. Is she doing too much? Y'all let me know, man. This woman right here doing too much. This lady right here, this is her uniform for her son's birthday party. I don't know what type of party it is, but I don't know if she doing too much. Look at this. This is what she's wearing around for the birthday party. We don't know if it's a pool party, but you see she on the balcony looking over the whatever. And, you know, this is her outfit. That's, you know, it kind of went viral because people saying, yo, she doing too much. If it's a pool party, it's okay. But she have a hooker boots or hooker heels. She should have had a shawl on, a shawl. Maybe that would have been better. But ain't nobody there yet, so she might have been posing around the house, her and the son, you know. That's wild, though. The shorty out here like that for her son's birthday party. Like I said, it could have been a pool party. So that's why, you know, it's all right. But she should have had something on. Ain't no kids there yet. But you walk around people's kids and stuff, and, you know, you got to cover that up, shorty. you know, ain't nothing wrong with it now. Come on now, I'm a man. But I'm saying, she got to cover that up, man. But that happened last week on Earth. Fire extinguished. This is a crazy story right here. This shorty right here, man, her name is Clara Adams. She's a track star. Just broke the 400 meter. She broke the record in her state. She ran a time of 53.23. And she got in trouble, man, for her celebration. After she won her race and received her medal, she ran over to her father, and her father handed her a fire extinguisher. And she cooled off her shoes. She sprayed her shoes with a fire extinguisher. So they wound up taking her medal from her, I think that was wrong, man. They had to take her medal from her because she did it. They said it was unsportsmanlike conduct when she did that. I said there has to be a race element to it, man, because she didn't have to do that, man. I mean, the people. You can see she was off to the side. She didn't spray that much of the shit, the fire extinguisher stuff. That white cloud you see around, it's not a cloud. It's the highlight where she was standing at. Somebody else took this picture, not me, but you understand what I'm saying? That's nasty work, man. It's an iconic celebration by Maurice Green. Maurice Green ran track and field, I think, probably 20 years ago, 15 years ago when he ran a race. And when he got done running, he took a fire extinguisher and sprayed his shoes off with a fire extinguisher. Like, I'm faster than everybody. I'm so hot, my feet hot. So she did this, man. And after the race, and she won, but they wound up stripping her from her medal, her placement in the race. Said it was sportsmanlike conduct, and that's just bad, man. I think they're gonna wind up giving her title back. They just want to do that to save face because they didn't like it. I want to bring the racial element into it, but she was in a predominantly white school or white setting where she was at. I ain't see too many black people around there when she was doing that. It was like, okay. Started to peep shit out. Maybe it's just me. But you be alright, shorty. You'll get that medal back. You got the record and everybody saw it. They hating on you and took your shit after the race because you sprayed your feet with a. Like I said, I was mad about the point that she did it and didn't even do it on the, like, if she did it on the track, I'd have been mad about it. Like, damn, maybe not mad, but I'd have been like, okay, maybe they got a point that she's distracting other people and is gonna get on the ground and people can get hurt or something like that. Nah, it wasn't none of that. She did it in the grass away from them after that, so they just being petty, but that happened last week on Earth. You'll be alright, shorty. You'll bounce back. Sound like some supervillain type shit to me when I heard this story right here, man. This lady right here, don't know her name, don't know nothing about her. I just know she tried to sneak in some fungus that was gonna kill some plants, and that's all I know about the story. She got detained trying to sneak in some fungus that kills plants. I don't know what she had going on, but it sounded like some supervillain type shit. But that happened last week on Earth. You gotta watch these people, man. They're bringing in shit that can kill plants, funguses. That happened last week on Earth. What else? The fifth plane. I don't know about this, man, if it's true or not, but it must be a fifth plane that could have happened in 9/11 and they could have did their thing. And it's a documentary going around. It's about 39-40 minutes, but it's made by TMZ. And this is the pilot and the stewardess who was on the airplane. They saying that some things happened, and I didn't really get into it. I was looking like, I'm tired of these conspiracies about 9/11 and who did what and what happened. And they said it could have been a fifth plane, and I'm thinking like, shit, fifth plane? I thought that was the third and the fourth. We ain't seen no other ones. We seen two. We ain't seen no other ones. Ain't no footage of the other ones. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody hit no Pentagon with nothing. Ain't no flying that field with nothing. You say fifth? I say third. Anyway, that happened last week on Earth. The search for Manny Collins. This is a wild story right here, man. Manny Collins this is Jordan Manny Collins Jr. He was staying with his father when he disappeared on May 8th. He was staying with his father. It was in Columbia Heights, Minnesota. I think that's where he came up missing. He been missing. There's no signs of him, but his phone did come on for 3 minutes on May the 11th. He been missing since May 8th. His mama had a press conference, and the first thing I noticed is the father was not there beside her. It made me think, like, what's going on, man? Like, you got a child missing. I don't care if y'all not together no more and y'all live in 2 different houses. Y'all need to be a united front right there. Like, yo, where my son at? He been missing since May 8th. It's what? June 7th right now, you know? That's crazy. The father, the police been talking to the father, and they said he's been uncooperative. They're not saying he's a suspect, but they do have a person of interest, and they're not even saying that he is the person of interest. It's crazy, man. And like, I heard reports that Manny Collins was seen the day before in the hallway crying. The neighbor said he seen him in the hallway crying, and he just held him for like 15, 20 minutes while that boy just cried, man. That's crazy. It's nasty work. This is the uncle right here, the uncle of Manny Collins, or this is the father's brother. That's who this is. That's how this is uncle. He said he talked to the brother, and he asked the brother, like, yo, man, what's up, man? What's up with Neff? Anything happened to him? And the brother said, I'm had to talk to a lawyer, man. I can't talk right now. Talk to a lawyer. That's what he told his own brother about his son, man. That's what I'm saying. Something ain't right. When I seen his father not there with the mother, I knew something wasn't right, man. I don't know if that man got into it with his son and did something to him, but yo, some nasty work, man. Y'all pray for Manny Collins, man. 16-year-old jit. He come back home. If his daddy do nothing, man. We don't know that, though. We ain't gonna put that out there like that, but that happened last week on Earth. The what? Panther? I don't know if y'all heard about this, man. The what? Panther. That's what I call it. It's a white panther, man. What? It's a white Black Panther. That little meme y'all been seeing over there where Ryan Gosling might be the Black Panther, it could be coming into fruition. Marvel has wrote into the lore of White Panther or Black Panther. They have wrote into their stories that a white man showed up, blue-eyed, blonde hair, saying he is the brother of T'Chaka. And he is coming for the rightful throne of the Black Panther. He said he's the long lost brother of T'Challa's daddy. It's in the books. It's written. It's in history. It's gonna happen. He supposed to be blind hair and blue eyed. This kind of what it really looked like in the comic books that they saying, but this the picture also. This white man right here with blonde hair and blue eyes saying that he is T'Chaka's long lost brother. He is fighting for the man of Wakanda. That is crazy. That is nasty work. They finna have a white Black Panther. It's gonna be a movie coming out pretty soon. And I bet you he gonna be the damn white Black Panther. It's gonna be in that damn new Doomsday or something, parallel universe. You're gonna see the Black Panther fighting. Oh, the Black Panther showed up. He gonna be fighting, kicking ass. Then he gonna take his damn helmet off and some luscious long blonde hair and blue eyes. They gonna be like, the whole damn movie theater gonna gasp. Gasp. I said that. Gasp. This was gonna happen. But it happened last week on Earth. Mean old dirty bitch. I don't know if y'all heard about this story right here, but this woman right here is a mean old dirty bitch. She is accused of spraying pepper spray. No, matter of fact, not pepper spray. Bear mace at these 2 children right here. These 2 children right here was in their yard blowing bubbles in the little wading pool, chilling, doing their thing. And some bubbles went into her yard because bubbles gonna float. But bubbles ain't gonna do shit but float. And soon they touch anything, they gonna pop. So I don't know why she got all mad. So allegedly she sprayed them with bear spray. The kids come running in the house and say, Mama, we can't see. That old lady sprayed something at us. What are you talking about? The woman next door who been spraying and shit. That's who did it. That's what they saying, man. They said that woman been using racial epithets to that family since they moved in over there. They're his next door neighbors. There's a fence between them. That woman leaned over her fence and sprayed them kids, man. It's nasty work. But that happened last week on Earth, man. I think this happened in Ocala, Florida. Probably about 30 miles from my house. Up that way. Or was it that way? Was it that way? I don't know geography, man. I don't know what's east, west, north, or south right now from my location where I'm sitting. Anyway, that happened last week on Earth. Mean old dirty bit. Damn! That's what I thought of when I heard this story right here, man. This dude right here, man, get well soon. He is a jiu-jitsu instructor. No, he's a jiu-jitsu beginner who was flipped over and on his damn neck by an aggressive instructor. And it broke his neck, man. Paralyzed from the waist down. I mean, from the neck down. He's been awarded $56 million, man. Get well soon, this dude right here, man. I don't know his name. Don't know nothing about him. I just know he took a jiu-jitsu class and he was trying to learn. A damn over-aggressive instructor trying to be big and bad, probably trying to show out in front of the hoes. Flip this man up. And this is actual footage of it. This right here with that dude leg in the air, that's him. Put all his power down, flipped him over on his damn neck. And he paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of his life. That happened last week on Earth, man. He got awarded $56 million. Guess it's going to cover some medical bills or something. God damn. Take care of his family for the... If he have any children or something, man. They need to pay that man everything, man. Now that man can't provide for his family and shit no more. Because you want to be an aggressive guy. Instructor. He a beginner. He a white belt. You a damn super black belt and you're an instructor. Come here, I want to pick on somebody. And you gonna do that to him? It's messed up, man. What happened last week on Earth? A king's baby. I don't know who baby it is. We know it's a king's baby. This woman right here, her name is Jackie Christie. This is Doug Christie. Doug Christie is an NBA player, ex-NBA player. He used to play for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. And they've been together forever. They got a baby together, or so we thought, because a paternity test was done and it wound up not being his baby. It wound up being his teammate's baby, Chris Webber. Look at this, man. Nasty work. Oh, my God. Doug Christie sued Jackie Christie to get a paternity test because it is something that's sitting right, man. And he had to force her and Chris Webber to get a paternity test. He got the paternity test and he wound up suing and wound up getting $4 million out of this for paternity fraud and all that stuff. And they both had to pay. Chris Webber had to pay $2 million and Jackie Christie had to pay $2 million. Allegedly. It's all allegedly because I don't nobody know if this is true or not. It's been going around though. The news. And everybody seem to think it's true, but that's nasty work, man. That is nasty work. It's a king's baby though. Either way, it's either his or it could be a warrior's baby. Shit, we don't know. Nah, it's a king's baby though. Anyway, that happened last week on Earth. Don't steal coffee at Jersey Mike's. I mean, Jersey Mike's don't sell coffee, but the story is like this, man. Big shout out to this woman right here. Her last name is Coffee. She worked at a Jersey Mike's. And this dude right here is a professional wrestler of some sort, probably on the independent scene, but his last name is Steele. He Jaden Steele, I think it is. But how I go down, Jaden Steele come inside the Jersey Mike's with his girlfriend. And his girlfriend go to the bathroom, and they come back, they get their shit, and they leave. But this employee, her last name Coffee, she went into the bathroom and found a note that she had left in there telling her, look, I've been kidnapped, not kidnapped, but I've been held against my will and all that stuff. And this dude right here doing it. And please alert the authorities. And that's what that woman did. She alerted the authorities and got that woman saved, man. So that woman, like I said, all heroes don't wear capes. So big shout out to her, Miss Coffee, who worked at Jersey Mike's from getting Jaden Steele arrested for holding this girl hostage and being abusive. That happened last week on Earth. And last but not least, the spy who shagged Diddy. Or is it? The spy who shagged Diddy? Right here is Mike Myers. Mike Myers' name was brought up inside of the Diddy trial. And everybody like, what? Yep. Mike Myers' name was brought up in the Diddy trial. And it was said that he is a CIA spy or something, informant, checking shit out. And the story really is the Diddy trial is open to the public, so people be going in and going out. You know, you got to become first come, first serve. So you get in there, you get to see some shit. You get to see what's going on in there. And what it was, somebody was on trial. I think his assistant, Mike Myers' assistant, was a part of the Diddy trial. And how I go down, it was like, who are you? Who you used to work for? I used to work for Mike Myers. Like, what? Well, what was you responsible for? I was responsible for giving him setting up a tour for him to go to the CIA museum, and people ran with that. People heard that, like I said, first come first serve. People heard it like, oh shit, Diddy, Mike Myers, Austin Powers, he wasn't no CIA. What it was, he did all them Austin Powers movies, and he wanted to go to the museum for the CIA, and that's what that woman did, his assistant. So that's what it came up at, and that's what people took that story and ran with, that Austin Powers is a spy, and he also been hanging with Diddy and doing Diddy type activities, which is not true. So that's the news, that's the story. But inside of that movie, Austin Powers, this did right here happen. I think this is the hiney of somebody, but they got Diddy on. This is one of them Austin Powers movies, and somebody was climbing, he pulled the pants, and y'all see it. But all this happened last week on Earth. And that's it. That's all the news. It's everything that happened last week on Earth, man. Like I said, all these stories right here, I talked about on Friday with my co-host. We like to talk about, discuss these things. Y'all get, but I like to talk about them by myself on Mondays. So I can get off my shit and I can say everything get all the credit to myself, because I'm pompous like that. I'm arrogant. I'm playing, but I am. Anyway, I go live on the channel every Friday at 9 p.m. talking about something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to be. But you can come right there and talk about it with me on Friday nights, man. You can push your own narrative and your own agenda. But Monday, I'm going to talk about it myself like I'm doing right now. And still all the credit. So y'all know how I do it. Nah, I'm playing. Anyway, hit that like button, the comment button, the share button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. All them good buttons you got to hit to get this pimping that I'm putting out when I put it out. And like I said, I go live every Friday. Come through, join the conversation, and holler at your boy, Heist Man the Foe. Talk that talk, ghetto news and opinions. This has been Last Week on Earth, episode 40.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
All right. This time, but I'll be back, and sooner than you think. Wherever there's prejudice, ignorance, inequality, I'll be there.